My name is Chris Macias. I'm an apparatus operator / engineer with the City of Arlington Fire Department. I've been on the job 23 years, and in 2013 I was diagnosed with testicular cancer. The way I learned I had cancer was by doing a self, test, physical, and I noticed that my testicle was becoming large and swollen, and I kept an eye on it and noticed the swelling continuing to grow. So in the holiday months of 2012, I set up an appointment with my doctor just to see what was going on. I had a feeling it wasn't anything good, and sure enough, January of 2013, went to the doctor. He checked me out, gave me that look, and just through the look I knew something was up. Went in, got tested some more, and sure enough, they found out I had testicular cancer. I was first diagnosed with cancer. I didn't really link it to work at the time, and the reason I did that was I was shocked, for one thing. I couldn't believe that I had cancer. I mean, that's just a bad word that really scares the crap out of people. So I set up some appointments for the doc, and all I heard from them was, "We'll see you in 2 weeks." I'd go perform a procedure, and then it'd be another 2 weeks. During that downtime, I did some research, see what I had. Noticed the high rates of testicular cancer in firefighters. Put that together with the fact that I've been doing this, or had been doing this for a long time. 2 + 2 = 4, and that's how I knew. My brother and sister firefighters have supported me since my diagnosis with a lot of support. You know, it's one of those things where they're always there for me. Whenever I need to talk, they'll talk. Whenever I need them to listen, they listen. And then on top of that, when I was down and worried about it, you could always count on them to come up with testicular cancer jokes. As a matter of fact, one of my nicknames was Juan Ball, which at the time was pretty good. Cancer's affected my life both on and off the job, in that I don't take things for granted like I used to. I don't leave the house in the morning without saying bye and I love you to the family, kissing them, and just every now and then stopping and smell the roses. I've been cancer-free for 6 years, so I'm not receiving treatment, but I go back every 6 months for checkups, which is nerve-wracking in itself, because you always go back thinking, what if this is the one time it comes back? You know, it's one thing where physically it's gone, but mentally it never leaves. The thing I'd like firefighters to know facing cancer is that they've got a big network of support out there. They've got fellow firefighters who are there to help them. They've got family at home who are there to help them. All they got to do is not be too proud to ask. The old traditions, I think, play a part in this cancer epidemic that we're seeing. And I don't know if it's an increase in cancer or if it's just an increase in awareness, but you know, in the old days, I mean, even when I first hired on 20-something years ago, when you went to a fire, when you came back, you were filthy. Head to toe, you were covered in soot and dirt and grime. And the old guys would look at you and say, "Hey, you've been working hard." But when you'd come back and you weren't filthy and dirty, then you weren't working hard enough. And it's that kind of mentality and thinking that we got to get rid of as progressive firefighters in the 21st century, because we're just killing ourselves, and it's stupid. It's just absolutely, it's asinine is what it is. Then what I knew now, would I still become a firefighter? Hell yeah. You're darn right I would. You know, this is one of those jobs that people look up to for a reason. And it's not for everybody. We see a lot of bad things, but we also see a lot of good things, and it's worth every bit. So yeah, I'd still do it.